You're watching the Sports Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. As I give a salute to my man 3000 Degrees already in the building. Let's get down to business. Now, this is a video I wanted to do last week, but there was a whole lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I couldn't get around to it, but it was not lost upon me that Van Jones. Now, I've done several videos about this idiot, this chrome dome, chocolate milk dye hair having ass motherfucker, for my French. Now, recently, Van Jones took it upon himself to go to a UJA, or United Jewish Appeal Federation luncheon or dinner or what have you, and he took it upon himself to address the issues going on within the Jewish community and the Black community. It was disgusting that this man did this. Matter of fact, this went down on December 5th, which was a week ago today. A week ago Monday, he delivered this keynote address at the UJA Federation of New York Wall Street dinner in New York City. Van Jones, you are an idiot. What's up, RG Titan and you Suit Knight? Salute to y'all. You are an idiot. And I don't need you speaking for me. And I'm pretty sure that the people who support my channel, the people who's in my comment section right now, the people who's going to watch this video later on, they probably share the same sentiment I have when it comes towards a person like you, Van Jones. You don't speak for the Black community, Van Jones. This is what he said. Because ejewishphilanthropy.com put up the entire text. Now I'm not going to read it all, but what I will do, I will show it to you. I'm going to show you the entire text that they put up. Now, I don't know who died and made Van Jones the unofficial spokesperson of the Black community, but look who he taking pictures with. Look who this man is taking selfies with, for crying out loud. You supposed to be the spokesperson for the Black community, Van Jones? Okay. Now, mind you, this was the same man, anytime when it comes time to talk about reparations or make moves towards reparations, oh, it's too divisive. We can't focus on that right now. This man was crying after Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump in the 2020 election. This man was crying like a baby. This man was boo-hooing. Literally, boo-hooing. Now, in case you need a trip down memory lane of Van Jones crying like a little baby, now, at one point or another, Van Jones was Obama's in Obama's cabinet. He was in President Obama's cabinet at one point or another. Some controversies came around, he had to step down.
What are your thoughts? It's well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happy to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know, and you're going to the store and people who have been...
All right, first and foremost, you idiot. You sitting up there talking about I can't breathe. That didn't happen under Donald Trump. That happened under Obama. The whole I can't breathe thing, that was under President Obama's watch. Did you forget? Did you forget that, Van Jones? That happened in 2014. No thanks to Daniel Pantaleo. Now, who was president of the United States in 2014, Van Jones? It sure as hell wasn't Donald Trump. That happened under Obama's watch. So when you out here boo-hooing like a little schoolgirl about, I can't breathe, the fuck out of here.
Afraid to show their racism. Nasty about your kids, your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters. You know, I just want my sons to look at this. Look at this. You know, it's easy to do it the cheap way and get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around, and this is a good day for this country. I'm so sorry for the people lost. It's not a good day, but for a whole lot of people, it's a good day.
Just sickening. Just sickening. It's a good day. This is a reset. If you don't get your ass up out of here, you gotta be kidding me. This man out here boo-hooing like a little schoolgirl, and he's sitting up here talking this nonsense about character matters and all that. Well, evidently, you lack character, Van Jones, because weren't you the same person that was behind the scenes helping Trump and his cabinet devise a police reform plan? Yeah, and you was out there championing this thing like this was the best thing since sliced bread. But you the spokesperson of the black community, right, Van Jones? You disgust me. What's up, Reef? Salute to my man, Reef the Watcher. Go sub to my man, Reef the Watcher. This man is a buffoon. You're an idiot. Anytime it comes time of reparations, you get in the way. But I have no good faith that Van Jones would get in the way of reparations, considering that Jeff Bezos kicked this bald-headed buffoon off for $100 million. So in his eyes, he got his reparations. Out there laying up with goddamn Kim Kardashian and whatnot, got himself a little bit of interracial sexual access. Yeah, he got his reparations all right. Goddamn idiot. Now, this is the transcript I pulled up from when he was at that dinner last week in front of a whole bunch of Jewish people. This is what he said. I'm going to start off with an apology. I'm going to start off with an apology for the silence of my community and the speech of my profession. So, okay, first of all, Fan Jones, what community are you referring to? Because you sure as hell can't be referring to the black community, because you don't speak for us, as I alluded to many times over. You don't speak for the black community. You sold us up the river on many occasions, Van Jones. You try to play both sides. You are here playing hokey pokey with people's lives with your little rhetoric or whatever. And you're supposed to be the person, the man, the myth, the legend that's going to be speaking on the black community's behalf. If you don't get your bald-headed, chocolate milk done hair having ass up out of here. When we were hit as a black community with appalling anti-black bigotry and racism that the whole world saw on video, we expected and insisted that everyone stand and roar back against the hatred. And people did it by the tens of millions. People marching the pandemic by the tens of millions. Non-black people to say we will not accept this sort of racism, this sort of violence, this sort of hatred on the planet. Man, I'm telling you right now, the more I read this, the more I want to fucking vomit. Trust me, it's taking a whole lot for me to read this stuff right now. And yet, as this wave of hatred has been building against your community, we have rationalized over and over and over again, responding not with a roar, but often with barely a squeak and sometimes a shrug. As a result, we now have the shock to you, the pain to you, the humiliation of us having an African-American icon praising Hitler and Nazis, and we act like we don't know where the hatred came from. Okay, first of all, Kanye West is not some icon. That's for one, Van Jones. He's not an icon. He's just a hip-hop artist. He's a multi-platinum hip-hop artist. That's it. He's not some icon. You got to be careful with people like Van Jones. He's sitting out here putting out this propaganda in front of the enemy. And he's running his mouth, making Kanye West out to be this icon. He is not an icon. And just because Kanye West says what Kanye West says, don't mean that we agree with what he said. Kanye West is just as much of a coon as you are, Van Jones. So no, most of the black community don't rock with Kanye West. But just because we don't rock with Kanye West does not mean that we don't know what's going on. Now, I got a question for a Bama like Van Jones. Where the fuck was you at when Kyrie Irving was getting publicly excoriated and getting false labels put on him in the media? Where the fuck was you at? Since you're supposed to be the spokesperson for the black community, where was you at defending Kyrie Irving? When Kanye West was going through his thing, where was you at putting on your scrappy dude cape defending Kanye West? Because see, yeah, those guys are buck that Kanye West and you are buck dancers, but this is deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap. Because to the other side, to the enemy, they still see you as a ninja. No matter how many times you sell us up the river, no matter how many times you go against the grain, they still see you as a ninja. And they will toss you aside like how they toss all these other bootlegs that came before you aside the minute you are not useful. But hey, Jeff Bezos, the modern day Lex Luthor, kicked you off for $100 million. So hey, you ain't got nothing to worry about. As far as Van Jones concerned, he got his reparations. Now, let me read some more of this diarrhea of the mouth that this man Van Jones spouted. Now, I want to say very clearly, when there was a drip, we did not turn it off. And now it was a flood. And I want to say to you, I apologize for the silence of my community. The silence is over. And I want to say to Kanye, who I know, yay, nay, yay, nay, yay, nay, yay, nay, no more, no more, no more. You have awoken in this community a determination to stand up for what's right. And I apologize. It's been this long in coming. You're going to see a change going forward. You're seeing it already. The fight back now happening in the Black community against anti-Jewish bigotry, the pride that people have in standing up against this anti-Jewish bigotry in our community. But I owe you an apology before I say anything else. All right, Van Jones. All right, Van Jones. The more I read this, the more I want to vomit, the more you start to piss me off. Don't you realize that the other side had displayed their anti-Black racism? Where the fuck was you at on that? What's up, Stephanie? Salute to my sister Stephanie in the building. Carla, I see you up in here. All this anti-Black racism going on, and you don't say anything about that. We can't even find you. We can't find you through the tunnels and the rat sewer. We can't find you using smoke signals. Hell, we put up a bat signal of a chrome dome, and you don't show up. But yet, you're at a Jewish convention speaking for the Black community. You can't even speak for your own community when stuff goes down for Black folks. Black folks getting gunned down at the hands of the police. Black folks getting unjustly put in prison. Black folks getting unjustly lowballed when it comes to getting their home appraised. Black folks can't get a job that they're qualified for just because of the color of their skin, because the people that own the businesses and the people who runs the company don't like the color of their skin. You don't speak up about that, but yet you're at a Jewish convention. Help me make that make sense. Speaking for the Black community, taking it upon yourself to apologize for the Black folk. When we don't, for one, we don't even agree with you, and we sure as hell don't agree with Kanye West. Let him die on that hill. Shit, we got all kinds of anti-Black racism going on here. Where was you at when those 9 people at that supermarket in Buffalo, New York earlier this year were gunned down by the hands of a white supremacist? Where was you at for that? Remember Peyton Gendry, Van Jones? Or when a few years ago, back in like several years ago now, when Dylan Roof went into Emmanuel AME Church and killed those 9 folks, including the senior pastor, who was also the state senator. Where was you at speaking out about that? All this anti-Black racism going on. There's so many to count. How the FBI numbers are misleading. How the census is misleading. All these numbers that are so skewed against the Black community. But yet you at a Jewish convention speaking up for Black folk. Boy, look, and I'm being calm about this because I really wanted to go off about this, but for the simple fact that I ate a whole lot of fried chicken and a whole lot of other salty stuff that's unhealthy but really yummy in my tummy, right? I gotta check my blood pressure. I don't need no Bama like Van Jones raising my blood pressure. So that's why I'm speaking as calmly as I am right now. But make no mistake, if I saw Van Jones in the mall in a Barney outfit, I would drop kick that Bama on sight. Now, Then he goes on to say this. I also owe you an apology for the speech of my profession, the media, of which I am a proud part and of. I'm a part and proud part, has done all of us a disservice because we have managed, I think, to convince you of something that's not true. So, Van Jones, I'm gonna ask you another question, right? The synagogue, right? Because remember, not that long ago, somebody, matter of fact, it was two people, was plotting an attack on all these synagogues out there in New York City. Were those two individuals who was plotting to attack those synagogues out in New York City black people? No, they weren't. They were not black. Matter of fact, one of the guys who was plotting the attack on the synagogues out in New York was Jewish. Now, where was you at calling that out? You still counting your $100 million? Huh? I know it's cold out here in these streets nowadays, so I guess you was sitting on your couch counting the money while throwing it in your little burn pit you got at your house, right? Just throw that little stack of money in the fireplace. I got money to burn, right, Van Jones? Okay, you're a buffoon. Now, all these attacks that be going down in synagogues is the black folks out here plotting to attack synagogues and all that? Are black people doing that, Van Jones? No, black people is not out here attacking synagogues and other places where Jewish people meet at. We're not doing that. So once again, what possessed you to go to that during convention and fix your mouth to speak on black folks and speak for the black community? We asked for this. We didn't ask for this. I'm not reading any more of that, all right? Because I just wanted to show you the stuff he was saying, but I'm not trying to read any more of that because all that stuff is full of lies, dribble, and propaganda. Now, not long after Van Jones ran his mouth at that convention with a whole bunch of Jewish people, and I'm pretty sure he got kicked off real well about that. He got compensated pretty nicely about that. Don't lie and say you weren't. Don't even sit there and lie and say that you weren't kicked off by those people for giving that speech. I'm gonna show you one more article. Because not long after Van Jones came out there and ran that diarrhea of the mouth, an article came out from the Daily Beast. And people let Van Jones have it. Dear everyone, Van Jones is not the spokesperson for black people. Thank you, one unimpressed listener said. Black pundits and activists have been quick to drag political commentator Van Jones for taking it upon himself to speak on behalf of all black people in a bizarre apology for the rising anti-Semitism that preceded Kanye West's recent outburst. The media personality and Kim Kardashian's BFF seemingly assumed the role of Black America's leader when he appeared as the keynote speaker on Monday evening at the Wall Street dinner held by the UGA Federation of New York, a philanthropic organization dedicated to connecting various groups in order to strengthen Jewish communities. In the video of the speech uploaded to Twitter by the UJA, Jones detailed the work of his godmother, Dottie Zellner, a white Jewish woman and a civil rights activist in the 60s. He also said she understood the impact of the Holocaust in Europe and felt the need to fight racial injustice in the United States. So she participated in the Student Nonviolent Coordinator Committee-led sit-ins. All right, here's another question, Van Jones. Where the hell was you at when that photo of Jerry Jones came out? Were you still counting your millions? Huh? Jerry Jones sitting up there and a group of white boys trying to stop some black kids from going into high school. Where was you at about that? And then I got another question. Why do these people always want to bring up the Holocaust? No one mentioned a goddamn old thing about the Holocaust, and yet somehow, because the train is never late, somehow the Holocaust always comes up in conversations. No one's talking about that. So why that even came up? Oh, was the black community responsible for that? No, they were not. He goes on to say we had 300 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow terror, a bunch of crazy black and Jewish kids went down one summer and broke the back of Jim Crow. The light that we don't talk about, and because we don't talk about it, the haters say whatever they want to. It's time for us to tell the truth. The reason this country is democracy at all is because black and Jewish people have loved each other, and helped each other, and supported each other, and stood up for each other. Really? 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 Well, I know some people that live out in New York that don't agree with your sentiment there, Van Jones. You go to New York City and ask some people, black folks, about what it's like living in living out there with that community, and see what they tell you. See what they tell you. See what they tell you. There's people out here dragging Van Jones. One person said Van Jones don't even represent anyone but himself. Another one, we need to elect a president of black people, if nothing else, to stop Van Jones. Another one. Oh, this Reese Colbert. Yeah. Hey, look. Now, I don't never agree with this Roland Martin flunky said, but I will give her this. She fine as hell. Now, Van Jones lying on black folks and claiming our community has been silent on Kanye West, anti-Semitism, and anti-black as far as allowing you to say these things he praised on a man show and was suspended on Twitter by man. So why are we in it? Exactly. That's what I want to know. Why are we in it? That's the one time I actually agree with Reese Colbert. Now, I don't agree with her on much, but I agree with her in this case. Now, if you stop bootlicking for Roland Martin, then maybe we can go somewhere. Because I will tell you this, Reese Colbert, you fine as hell. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, right? What's up, Kevin Wedderburn? Salute to you. This man is a used car salesman. Look how he's smiling. This motherfucker is a goddamn used car salesman. He would be one to sell you a lemon. Goddamn jive talking, jive turkey. I can't. Oh man, he up there. He up there with the boule class. Damn village idiot. But anyway, you know how to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Arr!